Yahweh, I have heard of your fame. I stand in awe of your deeds, Yahweh. Renew your work in the middle of the years. In the middle of the years make it known. In wrath, you remember mercy. From the heights of heaven to the hush of a quiet heart, the fame of the Lord is a melody that gathers the scattered pieces of our days. When we stand in awe of His deeds, we are invited into a holy recognition that our stories are caught up in a greater story, and that every turning of the seasons is held by a faithful hand. To ask God to renew His work in the middle of the years is to speak the language of hope for those who have grown weary, for those whose plans have faltered, and for those who long for a fresh unfolding of grace. This petition teaches us that it is never too late for renewal. The middle of the years is not a place of defeat but of possibility. There is a divine timing that meets us where we are, in the ordinary broken places, and makes of them a new beginning. Even in the memory of past failures and the weight of present struggle, mercy moves before wrath, and mercy remains the remnant we can cling to. In moments when justice seems to come as thunder, the heart of God remembers kindness. He balances truth with compassion, and His discipline is softened by a merciful eye. Let this truth shape how we live. When we have been hurt, we can choose the humility of forgiveness that mirrors the mercy we have received. When plans have been lost, we can open our hands and invite the Lord to remake them. When we are tempted to harden into blame or despair, we can breathe a prayer that calls back the memory of God's fame, His unfailing acts of love, and stand in awe once more. Our confidence is not in our own strength but in the One who acts, who remembers, and who renews. Pray for renewal with a steady heart. Let your tears water faith. Offer your small, faithful service, trusting that God often works through little offerings to bring about great restoration. Remember that mercy is not a one-time event but a continuing river. And as you walk, be a messenger of that mercy. Speak kindly, lift the lowly, and tend the wounded. In this way, the renewal you seek may begin to flow through you into the middle years and beyond, a living testimony to the God whose fame is known by His deeds, and whose mercy transforms wrath into life. Hold fast to this promise, and let your life testify to the renewal you receive. In seasons of doubt, sing of His faithfulness, and let mercy guide your steps, that others might be drawn to the God who remembers kindness, rebuilds brokenness, and turns our weariness into worship evermore. Amen.